Hello, in this video I will show you how to display Google reviews from a Google Map for local business on the website. Okay, so first of all I need the API to get my reviews, and I have to say it in advance. It's not completely automated way. It's not like every time user visits your web page, these reviews will be updated. However, it's a free, and the update of the reviews can be done manually once per week, for instance, etc. So for this, I'm using web service that is called RapidAPI. I have an account. It's a free account. I have a free subscription, and first of all what I did is I have chosen the provider. I have chosen provider that is called Local Business Data. It is possible to search for providers in this input, search APIs. Here I wrote Maps API like this, and the first result was this local business data, and I actually have chosen this based on the score, pretty high score. It's okay for me. Then I have chosen the subscription. It's a basic free subscription, and I will be getting data from Google Maps manually, as I said already. So first of all, I have to decide which data should I get. In this, for this video, I have chosen this restaurant. It is called Malochi. I have been there. It's a very good restaurant, and I wanted, just for the sake of this tutorial, displayed some reviews for this local business. And the first thing that I need is ID of this local business. For that, I have to use API that is called searching area. So I click here, then I click params, and I have to set latitude and longitude and search for the business. So for Zoom, I choose 18. This is the maximum value for Zoom to get more precise results, which means I would like to include as less items, local businesses, because I have to search a specific one, and I want to be sure that in the list of 20, my limit is 20, there will be that business. And a latitude and longitude I can get from the Google Map. Here, this is the first parameter. I put it here, and the second parameter I put it here. This tutorial for do-it-yourself developers, businesses who want to display reviews, Google reviews on the site. Okay, so now I click test endpoint, and now I have my results. I'm checking name. This is not the one I'm looking for, and the second one is the one I'm looking for. So here there is a business ID written just here. I need to get this business ID. I copy it, and then I go to business reviews version 2. I click on this item. I will be using this endpoint. Once again I click params, and there is a field business ID, this one. I insert this business ID in this field. In fact, I have found out that this business ID is present in the URL after I choose the local business on the map. It is here. It's not obvious, but it is precisely here, this one, this part. Okay, but however, I have it from endpoint, and I inserted it here, and now I click test endpoint, and now I have my 20 reviews because I set limit of 20, so I get 20 reviews, and there is a review ID, review text, and the rating, other parameters. So what I do, I click copy to grab all this data. I will not be using and displaying everything, only some data. However, to make it more in automate way, I grab all JSON, the whole data. I will be using Claude AI chat to transform the JSON that I copied from the API. So this is my prompt, and I copied my JSON and I asked AI chat to format a new JSON array with the data that I need. So I included review text, rating, review date time. However, I asked chat to transform it to another format and always use 2 digits. I also included review photos and author name. Then I grab this JSON by clicking this icon, and I'm going to my website. I'm building my page in Builderius. So I have here main, I'm going to add a section, and now I have container. Now in order to display the data of the JSON, I need collection. And I paste my JSON directly in the setting data source here, like this. Okay, so there is nothing here because I did not set up template. For that, I choose template element, click div to add div inside, and inside div I will have elements heading and span for data and paragraph for text. So I click shift, hold shift key. With selected div, I can click all these elements here in the quick elements panel, like heading, and then simple text, and then where's my paragraph here, and they will be added one after another inside the div. I have used hotkey shift left click to do this. Otherwise, after adding the element, it will be automatically focused, and I had to click on div again. Okay, so I have heading, I selected it, and I remove the default text, click this database icon, and here I have category loop, and the first item is author name, and I choose it. Now I have my authors displayed. The second one, span, it will be for date, this one, okay, and the last element is paragraph, so I will be displaying review text, this one. Besides the text, I would like to know the rating. Going back to my JSON, I see the number 3. Okay, I have a number value, but how to display it on the side, and preferably I would like to display it as a stars, as the number of stars. So if I have 3, I would like to display 3 stars. If I have 5, I would like to display 5 stars. For that, I used Google Chat once again, and I asked him to add a new key that is called rating array, and this is my prompt. And in this array, I asked to insert empty objects with the quantity of the number of the rating. So if rating says 5, that the value of this rating error should be 5 empty objects, and this is how it looks like 3 or 5. I did it so I can use this new key, this new value array inside the collection for easy displaying stars. So I copy this JSON, go to my site, and choose collection, copy the new data inside Nothing has been changed here. However, I have a new key. I will be displaying stars next to the author name. I click heading and I add a div. Okay, and then inside the div I add template. By doing this is the way of displaying nested data inside the collection through template. So in this template, what I do is I choose here in the setting data source, I choose here a rating R, this item. Nothing is visible here yet. So now I add the simple text because the base element of this base tag name of this element is span, which is okay for me. So I remove the content, the default content, and then I need the icon, star icon. So I use Lucid icons library, search for star, choose this icon, copy SVG, go back to my site, my page, and paste the SVG code here inside the content. Okay, and now I have my stars. They display it below the name. So I can go back to heading and choose flex and then gap size 10, for instance. Yeah, like this. And then let's make it a bit more fancy. So for div, the general div of the template for each rating, I add class card. This is the built-in class from the Builderius CSS framework. And then I choose collection and choose flex, direction column, and also add gap, probably the same size 10. These variables are coming from Builderius CSS as well. So now I have my cards, and then I go to span and I write my local selector. So it should be a local and then SVG and then pass. Okay, this is my selector for pass element inside the span, and I go to advanced and I write the property field and the value gold. And here we go. I have my gold stars with the same quantity equal to the rating value of each review. Final piece of this content should be some images. Let me do this. Okay, this is heading, span, paragraph. So let's add images after text. Once again, div, and inside it should be template, because let's check JSON, because images, the key review photos, is also array. So here in this template I choose the second key. This one I already used for stars rating, and this one for images. And for template I will be using image, and for content here in the URL setting I click database icon and I choose this array item. So since my values are just strings, they are not objects, they don't have key, the reference for such simple array elements is this array item. So it's a dot inside curly braces. Okay, like this. And then I choose div style flex. Let's add a bit of gap. We can do here size this one, and probably I would like to limit the size of each image. So for that, I probably also use a local selector for container, for wrapper of these images. Sorry, not div, but img, like this. Yeah. And I'm going to set the max width of each image to be equal 200 pixels, like this. I cannot say it's an ideal aspect ratio, etc. However, it works.